Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some more Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. A lot of criticism for the offense from myself, and I think from the fan base in general. Much of it right and just, but the defense should not be without criticism either. The run defense has been among the worst in football, not the Pittsburgh standard. Granted, Cam Hayward has been out, but Pittsburgh has left a lot of yardage on the field, a lot of hidden yardage that's really hurting Pittsburgh. Let's talk about it. Before we get into the tape, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. Been a lot of support for the channel recently, so let's go through just a bunch of plays from the first month of the season. These are going to be examples of plays where Pittsburgh seemingly is gap sound, has the running back dead to rights, and cannot finish the play and allow, yards after contact or allow a cutback, something like that. And this one comes from week 1 against the 49ers. Later in the game kind of over at this point, but toss to Christian McCaffrey, Cole Holcomb coming through, reads it. They got this one blocked up and stopped essentially. Holcomb misses the tackle. Highsmith loses the edge, and McCaffrey turns the corner. What should be a loss on this play turns into a positive gain. And so you just can't have this kind of stuff. The run defense struggling as it is, again, without Cam Hayward, and you compound the problem by these missed opportunities. So toss to the boundary side to McCaffrey. Got the Zorro toss here with the fullback in motion. Holcomb able to beat the block, dip to the inside of the block here. Can't make the tackle. And then Highsmith giving up the edge. Some people, I'm sure, will debate if this is holding by the tight end 82. They didn't call it. We can debate that all day. I see hand inside, and then let's go as Highsmith goes to the outside. I'm sure you guys can disagree in the comments, but this one should have been stopped up. It was not. Turns into a positive gain when this should have been a tackle for a loss. By far the worst game that had all these missed opportunities, all these hidden yardage came in week number 2 against the Browns. We're going to watch Nick Chubb, a toss here to the field, and again, Alex Highsmith unable to finish the play, allows Chubb to get to the outside, and what really should have been no gain, a minimal gain at best, given that Chubb has some size and some power, turns into a really positive gain for the Browns. So they're going to fake the guard pulling to the boundary, toss to the field, and this one just losing contain on the outside. Chubb dragging Highsmith forward and results in a gain that just shouldn't have been there overall. And so know that Chubb before he got hurt, one of the best running backs in football, but this one again, you have it, you feel good about the way that you're attacking it initially. It's not where somebody's out of their gap or somebody getting washed. You got Highsmith intentionally unblocked. Can be a tougher play, trying to make that play out on the edge, but a play that has to be made isn't, and the Browns get positive yards. Second example against the Browns, this one just missed tackles. This one got the line of scrimmage at around the 48-yard line, and it's good on the front side. Chubb forced to cut back, and again, what should be a stop at or around the line of scrimmage. You got a couple missed tackles, one from TJ Watt. I believe the other one's coming from Holcomb. We'll run this one through, and it turns into a positive gain. It wasn't Holcomb. It's really more Watt, maybe Quan Alexander, not able to take it over and finish that one. But to really see it from the aerial view, you can really count the yardage that's gained here. Again, line of scrimmage at the 48-yard line of Cleveland. You got the cutback here. Good penetration by Montravius Adams. TJ Watt, that's, if you make the tackle there with him, that's Watt. Quan Alexander, basically no gain. Chubb able to step out of that, and Casey has to clean things up, and he's around the 43-yard line of Pittsburgh. So that's 9 yards of that hidden yardage in the run game that shouldn't have been there, that was because of the missed tackle. So front side here is really good. Backside issues. Chubb's a really good back, but got to make that play. This one you guys will know well, the Jerome Ford 69-yard run off the cutback. This is going to be a run to the right. Not there. Ford's able to bring it all the way back. Levi Wallace losing contain here and turns into a obviously major chunk play, nearly a touchdown. We showed this one in the Montravius Adams hustle video. There he is trying to chase this one down. Minka making the tackle at the 1 yard line. But again, this one's pretty obvious, pretty self explanatory. Front side's great here, just poor backside contain. Ford's able to cut this one back. Not even Chubb on this play, and Wallace not able to contain this one. And yeah, what are the odds he cuts it back? But he does. And this one, again, should be a stop, a loss, nothing happening. It's a huge explosive play as the Browns run for, I think, 195 in this game and win. This one late in the game against Cleveland was among the most frustrating because there's so many opportunities to make the stop. And so we're going to see this run to the left, this pin and pull scheme behind the pulling offensive lineman, and just so many missed tackles. And what should clearly be a tackle for a loss turns into a first down. And again, we're talking about Jerome Ford, not even Nick Chubb making these plays, as Pittsburgh's run defense has just struggled so much. And this is not a Cam Hayward issue. I mean, this thing, Pittsburgh is good initially. The way that they draw this thing up and scheme this one up, they're not getting out schemed or anything like that. You got Roberts flying through. He can't make the tackle. You got Elijah Riley, in space, out in front of this one, should contain it, can't make the tackle either. And so missed tackles really hurting Pittsburgh in the run game. So many opportunities to be able to contain this one, and it's a first down, and you just see the frustration overall from this team. All right, skipping past the Raiders game where the run defense overall was very good. They contained Josh Jacobs throughout, no issues there. And to move to the Houston Texans loss in week number 4, Devin Singletary, another little half toss here. This one contained. Alex Highsmith coming in free. Back cuts it back. Levi Wallace can't make the tackle. What should be a tackle for a loss at the line of scrimmage. The running back finds the escape lane, the escape hatch to the outside. Singletary's a good runner, I think, overall. He's really good laterally, but you just talk about opportunities to have this one, stopped. And it's late in the game, and it's not going to change whether or not you win or lose, but it's the recurring theme of you have some situations where, hypothetically, they're probably allowing about 100 yards here just in the examples that I've shown. And if you could just take those plays away and you got stops where you should have gotten stops, your run defense goes from one of the worst in football to probably at least average. Not great, but at least average overall. And these are just examples of Pittsburgh having the play stopped and then still allowing yardage. It doesn't consider times where they, just got washed or out-gapped or out-schemed or whatever the case was, like on Christian McCaffrey's, 65-yard touchdown run to start the second half. So obviously the run defense issues go much further than this, but this is stuff I think squarely in Pittsburgh's control. And until Hayward returns, you got to at least finish the ones you have stopped. It has not happened. You're going to face a Ravens team that runs the ball as much as anybody, except for probably the Eagles. I believe they're second in attempts in the NFL, only behind Philadelphia, Baltimore is. And you better be able to contain and stop Lamar when you do have him bottled up and not let him escape. Same with the running backs. Going to be something to watch this Sunday. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you guys could like this video, also subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.